Welcome to our channel. We are so glad you found your way here. Let us help you fall asleep. Let's begin with the burden of the Titans. The condemnation of Atlas. Take a slow, deep breath in and release it. Let the centuries fade away as we drift through the quiet echoes of the past. Your mind is calm, the ruins are peaceful, and we are ready to explore. Greek mythology presents a complex panorama of deities, heroes, and primordial beings, with the Titans occupying a pivotal role in this ancient narrative. Emerging from the union of Gaia, the Earth, and Uranus, the sky, these formidable entities were the original rulers of the cosmos. They established dominion over the Earth, wielding immense power and influence, shaping the world as it was known. Each Titan held unique attributes and responsibilities. Cronus, often regarded as the leader, was associated with time and harvest, while Hyperion represented light and observation. The vastness of their abilities reflected the natural forces at play, revealing a reverence for the elements that governed human existence. This region, rich in mythological significance, fostered the belief that these beings were not just figures of worship, but embodiments of the very essence of nature itself. The eventual rebellion against the Titans, led by Zeus and his siblings, marked a turning point in this mythological saga. This generational conflict, known as the Titanomachy, resulted in the Titans being overthrown and imprisoned within Tartarus. Such events highlight not only the struggles for power, but also the cyclical nature of creation and destruction, echoing the inevitable rise and fall inherent in both divinity and humanity. The remnants of these stories continue to resonate throughout history, shaping cultural narratives across generations. The cosmic order established by the Titans intricately intertwined their existence with the fabric of creation itself. These primordial beings held dominion over various aspects of the universe, embodying natural forces and celestial phenomena. They represented the raw, untamed elements that shaped the world, from the vastness of the oceans to the towering peaks of mountains. Their influence extended beyond mere myths, echoing in the foundational beliefs that guided ancient civilizations. In this region, the Titans were often revered as archetypal figures, each deity personifying critical aspects of existence. As guardians of knowledge and power, they were associated with the cycles of life, death, and rebirth. The stories surrounding them reflected humanity's attempts to comprehend the mysteries of nature and the cosmos. It was through their actions that the earth was formed, life flourished, and the heavens were mapped. These narratives served as a lens through which ancient people viewed their world, offering explanations for the phenomena around them. Temples dedicated to these beings dotted the landscape, each structure a testament to their significance in daily life. Rituals and offerings were commonplace, with the hope of securing favor and maintaining harmony with the forces that governed existence. The enduring legacy of these beings remains a quiet reminder of humanity's quest for understanding in an ever-expanding universe. Atlas, the Titan of endurance and astronomy, embodies the weight of celestial knowledge, steadfastly holding aloft the heavens. This ancient figure is often depicted with immense strength, yet his burden transcends mere physicality. It represents an eternal vigilance over the cosmos, a duty to maintain order amidst chaos. In this region, where the remnants of his myth linger, the stars serve as silent witnesses to his plight. The depiction of Atlas has evolved, reflecting the cultures that revered him. In the art of antiquity, He is portrayed as a muscular figure, straining beneath the celestial sphere. This imagery not only signifies his strength, but also conveys a deeper philosophical concept: the balance between knowledge and responsibility. Each constellation he supports signifies a story, a piece of knowledge passed down through generations, connecting the past to the present. The astronomical significance attributed to Atlas resonates through ancient texts, where his role is intertwined with the movements of the heavens. The alignment of stars and planets, meticulously observed, served as a guide for navigation and agriculture. These observations, communicated through generations, exhibit humanity's reverence for the cosmos. The fading memories of Atlas remind civilizations of their ongoing quest for understanding, rooted in the very essence of endurance and the relentless pursuit of knowledge. The struggle against the Olympians, known as the Titanomachy, unfolded over an expanse of 10 years, a protracted conflict that shaped the very fabric of divine governance. Titans, powerful beings that once reigned supreme, found themselves challenged by their own progeny, the Olympian gods. This clash of titans revealed not only the desire for power, but also the intricate balance between generations. The battlegrounds, scattered across various realms, were marked by colossal forces clashing against the backdrop of a tumultuous sky. Earthquakes and storms reflected the chaos, as the Titans, led by Cronus, attempted to maintain their dominion. The Olympians, under the guidance of Zeus, sought to usurp this authority, driven by the promise of a new order and a vision that favored the principles of justice and harmony. Strategic alliances formed amidst the chaos, with Gaia and Uranus influencing the tides of battle. The shifting allegiances underscored the complexities inherent in both familial ties and the thirst for supremacy. Eventually, the Olympians emerged victorious, casting the Titans into the abyss, shaping the mythology that would echo through ages. This victory not only transformed the landscape of divine power, but also solidified the Olympians' place in the annals of history, forever altering the narrative of creation and the relationships between gods and mortals. The Titanomachy stands as a testament to the cycles of rise and fall inherent in existence. Zeus's ascendancy marked a significant shift in the balance of power among the deities. The once mighty Titans, having ruled with authority for eons, found themselves facing the relentless force of their offspring. This conflict, born from ambition and the desire for order, culminated in a series of fierce battles that reshaped the pantheon. The skies crackled with thunder, a sign of Zeus's strength, as he wielded lightning with precision against his adversaries. The defeat of the Titans was not merely an act of aggression, but a transformation of divine governance. Each Titan, once a pillar of strength, fell victim to the calculated strategies employed by their children. The mountain ranges bore silent witness to the chaos, while rivers carved new paths as the landscape redefined itself in the wake of the conflict. With the Titans vanquished, a new era emerged. Zeus, now the supreme deity, established a delicate balance among the remaining gods. Olympus became a sanctuary for the victorious, fostering a sense of unity previously unattainable. The echoes of the Titanomachy faded, replaced by the harmony of the new order. Though the Titans were condemned to their eternal punishment, their legacies lingered in the shadows, quietly influencing the world below. The cycle of existence continued, shaped by the choices of the divine. Atlas, burdened by the weight of the heavens, stood as a solitary figure, eternally anchored to his fate. This punishment, handed down by Zeus, was not merely an act of retribution, but a symbolic representation of the struggles faced by humanity. Bound to support the celestial sphere, Atlas became a living testament to endurance in the face of insurmountable adversity. This region, steeped in mythos, whispered tales of his plight among the rocky outcrops and towering peaks. The very mountains seemed to echo the heaviness of his burden, while the skies above bore witness to his unwavering resolve. Each day, he bore the stars, a grim reminder of the consequences of defiance against the gods. The isolation experienced by Atlas fostered a profound connection with the earth beneath him. The ancient texts, rich in detail, suggest that the weight he endured transformed him into a bridge between the celestial and terrestrial realms. This duality reflected the struggles inherent in existence, as the divine sought to instill a sense of humility in both gods and mortals alike. In the shadows of these ruins, remnants of reverence for Atlas persist. The silent stones tell of a time when his sacrifice was honored, a narrative woven into the fabric of ancient civilization, forever etched in the collective consciousness of those who ponder his fate. Strength is a recurring theme in the accounts of Atlas, often depicted as the embodiment of endurance. Ancient texts illustrate him not merely as a figure laden with the weight of the heavens, but also as a symbol of resilience in the face of overwhelming odds. This duality serves as a reflection of the human condition, expressing a profound understanding of struggle and perseverance. The burdens attributed to him resonate deeply within the cultural narratives of this region. They serve as metaphors for the challenges faced by societies striving for progress amid adversity. In literature, Atlas is frequently mentioned alongside heroic figures, underscoring the relationship between strength and responsibility. These connections evoke a sense of collective duty, where the weight one bears is a testament to character and resolve. Artifacts and inscriptions reveal varying interpretations of his role, while some celebrate his fortitude. Others suggest an underlying message of caution regarding the perils of unyielding ambition. This complexity enriches the understanding of Atlas, portraying him as more than a mere titan. He embodies the intricate balance between aspiration and the burdens that accompany it. The legacy of these narratives continues to echo through time, shaping the ethos of civilizations that emerged long after his story was first told. Visual representations of Atlas have varied significantly, reflecting the cultural contexts of different eras. In ancient Greek pottery, he is often portrayed as a muscular figure, straining under the weight of the heavens. These vessels, adorned with intricate scenes, served both practical and ceremonial purposes, offering glimpses into the societal values that revered such strength and endurance. Roman mosaics further evolved the imagery of this titan. Artisans meticulously crafted detailed floor patterns, frequently depicting him alongside celestial bodies, emphasizing his role as a bridge between earth and sky. This duality of existence resonated with contemporary beliefs about the cosmos and human agency. The Renaissance brought a renewed interest in classical themes, resulting in more humanized interpretations. Artists like Giovanni Bologna sculpted Atlas with an air of grace, his burden almost becoming a symbol of divine contemplation. These works reflected a shift towards humanism, merging myth with the complexities of human experience. In modern interpretations, Atlas appears in various forms, From allegorical paintings to contemporary graphic novels, this enduring motif has evolved into a metaphor for resilience and the weight of responsibility carried by humanity. Each period's artistic rendition captures the essence of its time while maintaining a connection to the timeless tale of this enduring titan. The Atlas Mountains stretch across northwestern Africa, serving as a monumental reminder of the titan's legacy. This formidable range rises dramatically from the arid plains, its peaks often cloaked in a veil of cloud. The rugged terrain, with its steep slopes and deep valleys, shapes the climate and ecology of the region, creating a unique habitat that supports diverse flora and fauna. Flanking the mountains are expansive deserts, stark in their contrast. These vast stretches of sand and rock serve as a backdrop to the lush valleys that cradle ancient settlements. The Berber communities residing within these mountains have cultivated a profound connection with their environment, their lives intricately woven into the fabric of the landscape. Centuries of tradition and knowledge are etched into their way of life, echoing the resilience of the towering giants that loom above. Rivers born from melting snow and seasonal rains carve their paths through these elevations, nourishing the land and sustaining agriculture. The mountains, often referred to as a natural barrier, influence weather patterns across the region, creating microclimates that differ significantly from the surrounding areas. This geographical marvel not only defines the physical space, but also serves as a metaphor for endurance and strength. The Atlas Mountains, named in honor of the Titan, continue to inspire awe and reverence for the stories that inhabit their shadows. This region serves as a backdrop for the exploration of the concept of burden, deeply rooted in philosophical interpretations. The weight Atlas carried, a celestial punishment for defiance against the gods, symbolizes the human condition in various dimensions. Scholars have long debated the implications of this eternal load, considering it a metaphor for the responsibilities and struggles inherent in existence. In many cultures, the idea of bearing burdens reflects a universal truth. The pursuit of purpose often comes with inherent challenges. This notion extends beyond the mythological, influencing moral philosophy and existential thought. It raises questions about the nature of duty and sacrifice, often aligning with the struggle for individual agency in a world governed by larger forces. The quiet majesty of the mountains echoes these themes, suggesting a profound connection between the land and the narratives it has witnessed. Each peak and valley seems to hold the whispers of those who have grappled with their own burdens, offering insight into the human experience. The weight of expectations, societal norms, and personal aspirations intertwines in a complex web, reflecting the shared struggle of existence. Contemplating these interpretations invites a deeper understanding of the responsibilities that shape humanity, transcending time and connecting individuals across generations. The legacy of Atlas endures, prompting reflection on the burdens we choose to carry. Atlas appears prominently in ancient literature, where his image evolves across the works of various authors. In Homer's epics, he is a figure of immense strength, tasked with the monumental responsibility of holding up the heavens. This portrayal underlines not only physical endurance but also the weight of cosmic duty. The ocean, a constant companion in Homer's narratives, reflects the depth of Atlas's struggle, with waves crashing against the shores of his unyielding support. Transitioning to Hesiod, the depiction becomes multifaceted. In Theogony, he is not merely a titan of strength but also a symbol of the perennial conflict between the gods and the titans. Hesiod's account delves into the consequences of rebellion, illustrating Atlas's punishment as a cautionary tale. This narrative intertwines themes of fate, pride, and the inevitability of consequence, revealing the complexities of divine justice. The evolving representation of Atlas serves as a lens through which ancient societies examined their own struggles. This region's storytellers utilized his burden to explore themes of sacrifice and resilience. The weight he bears transforms into an allegory of human experience. Resonating through time, this literary lineage solidifies his place in the collective memory, ensuring that the essence of Atlas remains woven into the fabric of cultural consciousness. The influence of Atlas permeated Roman culture and literature, serving as a bridge between ancient Greek mythology and the evolving narratives of the Romans. This figure transformed into a symbol of endurance and strength, resonating with the Roman ideals of duty and resilience. The notion of carrying burdens became a metaphor for leadership and responsibility, echoing throughout various literary works. In poetry, writers often referenced Atlas to evoke themes of perseverance amidst struggle. His image was employed by poets to illustrate the weight of duty borne by leaders and the collective responsibilities of society. The visual representation of Atlas, depicted as a robust figure supporting the heavens, resonated deeply with the Roman ethos, portraying the strength required to uphold civilization itself. Sculptors and artists found inspiration in his mythos, often creating works that encapsulated the tension between divine punishment and human endeavor. These interpretations reflected the Romans' fascination with the interplay between man and the divine, illustrating the fragility of human existence against cosmic forces. Public monuments often featured reliefs and inscriptions that drew upon Atlas's legacy, reinforcing the connection between mythology and daily life. This enduring presence within Roman narratives forged a cultural thread that would influence subsequent generations, ensuring that the weight of Atlas's story continued to resonate throughout the ages. The transformation of Atlas from a titan into a symbol of endurance reflects a profound shift in perception. Originally depicted as a powerful figure condemned to hold the heavens, his narrative evolved to embody resilience against insurmountable odds. This metamorphosis is evident in various art forms, where he is often portrayed as a weary but steadfast figure, bearing the celestial sphere on his shoulders. In these representations, O Sapainobus Ognite Fulgera Folks, O Wertiv Night Ognite Wischen Zeta, the weight he carries transcends mere physicality, becoming an allegory for human struggle and perseverance. This region, rich in philosophical discourse, nurtured the idea that enduring hardship can lead to strength and wisdom. The visual motifs surrounding Atlas began to evoke a sense of empathy rather than mere admiration for his strength. Mythological accounts shifted focus, emphasizing not only the burden he bore, but also the tenacity with which he upheld it. The stories of his trials inspired countless narratives throughout literature and art, reinforcing the notion that endurance, in all its forms, is a noble endeavor. This symbol of endurance permeated cultural consciousness, finding resonance in various fields, including literature, psychology, and even modern narratives. As the ages passed, Atlas became a metaphor for the human condition, embodying the quiet resilience that underpins the fabric of existence itself. Interpretations of Atlas in later mythology reveal a multifaceted figure, transcending his original role. In Roman adaptations, he is often depicted as a celestial giant, holding up the heavens rather than the earth. This shift reflects a broader cultural sentiment, where the burdens of existence are not simply physical, but also metaphysical, representing the weight of the cosmos upon one's shoulders. In various African mythologies, similar themes emerge. Deities resembling Atlas often personify endurance and strength, symbolizing the struggles faced by their people. The act of supporting the heavens becomes a shared narrative among those who endure hardship, showcasing the universality of Atlas's plight across different cultures. Eastern interpretations introduce complex layers, where Atlas symbolizes not only strength, but also the cyclical nature of life. He becomes a figure who embodies the balance between burden and release, teaching that resilience can coexist with the acceptance of vulnerability. The enduring image of Atlas has evolved, reflecting the societies that reinterpreted him. They drew upon his essence to express their own struggles, hopes, and philosophical inquiries regarding existence. This figure, once solely associated with physical labor, now resonates deeply with the human experience, illustrating the shared narrative of endurance that spans generations and civilizations. The legacy of Atlas found new life during the Renaissance. When artists sought to reconnect with classical themes, his image became a symbol of strength and perseverance, serving as a bridge between antiquity and the burgeoning humanism of the period. In various works, he was depicted bearing the celestial spheres, an embodiment of both physical and intellectual burden. This portrayal resonated with the Renaissance ideals of exploration and the quest for knowledge, as scholars and artists alike endeavored to unravel the mysteries of the universe. In the hands of masters like Michelangelo and Raphael, Atlas transformed into a focal point, reflecting the struggle against overwhelming odds. These interpretations often emphasized the tension between the weight of the heavens and the resilience of the human spirit. The intricate details of musculature and the emotive expressions captured in these artworks invited viewers to ponder the complexities of existence. This region, rich in cultural heritage, became a canvas for exploration of divine and mortal themes, with Atlas serving as a poignant reminder of the burdens humanity bears. The interplay of light and shadow in these works further accentuated the physicality of the figure, merging the celestial with the terrestrial. The enduring fascination with Atlas illustrates not only the power of myth, but also its ability to inspire reflection on the human condition across time. Atlas serves as a profound metaphor for the burdens endured in human experience. This figure, condemned to hold the heavens, encapsulates the weight of responsibility that individuals often bear in various cultures. The concept of carrying burdens resonates deeply, reflecting the universal struggle against overwhelming odds. This region's ancient artifacts frequently depict figures in positions of strain, suggesting a shared understanding of personal and communal weight. The weight of obligation manifests in many forms, from familial duties to societal expectations. These responsibilities can feel celestial in nature, pressing down with an intensity that influences choices and relationships. The character of Atlas does not merely illustrate a single narrative, rather, it signifies the collective experience of humanity, where resilience is tested and perseverance is demanded. In artistic representations, the imagery of Atlas is often accompanied by symbols of strength and endurance, reinforcing the belief that carrying burdens can lead to growth. This notion is reflected in philosophical texts from various eras, where the act of bearing weight is seen as a catalyst for wisdom. The enduring legacy of Atlas invites contemplation on the significance of sacrifice and the human capacity to withstand trials, echoing through the ages as a reminder of the silent struggles faced by many. In this way, the metaphor of Atlas remains relevant, transcending the confines of mythology and embedding itself in the fabric of human existence. The vastness of the cosmos has inspired countless civilizations to gaze upward, seeking guidance from the stars. Celestial navigation emerged as a vital skill, enabling ancient mariners and explorers to traverse uncharted waters. In this pursuit, the figure of Atlas took on a new dimension, representing not only the weight of the earthly realm, but also the connection to the heavens. This region, steeped in tradition, became a nexus for the intersection of navigation and celestial bodies. Atlas, often depicted as bearing the celestial sphere, symbolizes the knowledge required to chart one's course against the backdrop of the night sky. The meticulous observations of stars and constellations served as a guide, offering directions across the vast oceans and unfamiliar territories. Navigators relied on specific constellations to orient themselves, with the North Star serving as a pivotal reference point. These celestial markers provided reassurance during nights shrouded in darkness. The ancient Greeks, in particular, revered this titan, attributing their navigational prowess to his eternal burden. As the centuries passed, the legacy of Atlas endured. Scholars and explorers alike continued to honor his contributions to navigation, recognizing the profound impact of the stars on human exploration. This silent collaboration between humanity and the cosmos illustrates a relationship built on exploration, wonder, and quiet reverence for the mysteries that lie beyond. Atlas, a viridiamint priosmibainshiv house estide ifia, aside Atlas mirthal, avats sedulstulf borasidu elidai. A figure burdened with the weight of the heavens has transcended ancient mythology to become a symbol of struggle in modern literature. This representation manifests as characters grapple with their own expectations and the pressures of society. The imagery of a solitary figure, a soltapatisium, holding an immense load, serves as a poignant reminder of human resilience amidst adversity. The essence of Atlas resonates deeply within narratives that explore themes of perseverance and sacrifice. These stories often reflect the complexities of contemporary life, where individuals find themselves shouldering responsibilities that seem insurmountable. The weight Atlas carries transforms into metaphors for personal burdens, whether emotional, familial, or societal. Literary works frequently draw parallels between the Titan's plight and the human experience, illustrating a shared journey of overcoming obstacles. The resonance of this archetype is palpable in diverse genres, from classic novels to modern poetry, where the struggle against overwhelming odds is a central motif. In these texts, the burden is not solely physical, it embodies the psychological toll of expectation and the quest for meaning. Through this lens, Atlas becomes more than a mythological figure. It evolves into a universal symbol of resilience, inviting contemplation of one's own struggles and the quiet strength found in enduring them. This reflection fosters a deeper understanding of both the self and the collective human condition. The legacy of Atlas extends far beyond myth, influencing fields such as cartography and astronomy. In cartography, the term atlas has come to signify a collection of maps reflecting humanity's ongoing quest to navigate and comprehend the world. These collections serve as a testament to exploration, documenting geographical knowledge through various epochs. This practice began during the Renaissance, when scholars sought to depict the Earth accurately, a direct descendant of the ancient representations attributed to Atlas himself. Each map tells a story, reflecting both the understanding of space and the cultures that created them. In astronomy, the impact of Atlas is equally profound. The Titan's name has been immortalized in celestial nomenclature, with several moons and features named after him. The Saturnian moon Atlas, for example, showcases a distinct shape and unique characteristics, drawing a parallel between ancient mythology and modern discovery. The association with this celestial body evokes thoughts of the cosmos and humanity's efforts to explore the universe. Scientific terminology rooted in the myth of Atlas underlines a continuous thread of human inquiry, revealing how ancient narratives inform contemporary understanding. These connections remind us that every map charted and every celestial body named carries echoes of a time when the cosmos and Earth were viewed through the lens of myth and legend, intertwining history with scientific advancement. Atlas stands as a significant figure among the Titans, embodying both strength and a profound sense of obligation. This region, rich in ancient mythos, reveals the intricate dynamics between him and his fellow Titans. Each entity represented distinct aspects of existence, Yet their lives were interwoven with shared narratives of power and defiance against the gods. The burden Atlas bore was unique, a consequence of his rebellion during the Titanomachy. This conflict marked a turning point in celestial hierarchies. As the Titans faced the rising Olympians, Atlas's punishment was to hold the heavens, a task that symbolized not only his physical strength but also the weight of familial ties and loyalty. The relationships among these divine beings often danced around themes of betrayal and solidarity. Interactions between Atlas and other Titans, such as Prometheus and Cronus, revealed deeper layers of conflict and camaraderie. Prometheus, known for his act of defiance and gifting fire to humanity, contrasted with Atlas's acceptance of his fate. Cronus, as the patriarch, often influenced the decisions made by his offspring, establishing a complex familial structure that shaped these mythic narratives. Echoes of their stories resonate through the ruins of ancient temples, where their legacies continue to inspire wonder about the relationships that once defined cosmic order. Each tale contributes to a broader understanding of the human experience, reflecting timeless struggles that transcend the ages. The intricate dynamics between Atlas and his sisters illuminate the complexities of gender roles within Titan mythology. While Atlas is often depicted as the embodiment of strength and endurance, his sisters represent various aspects of the emotional and nurturing realms. This contrast hints at a nuanced understanding of power and responsibility, suggesting that one's physical might does not overshadow the significance of feminine qualities. In this region, the narratives surrounding these siblings explore their relationships and interactions. Atlas's task of holding up the heavens is frequently contrasted with the more subtle influences of his sisters, who embody wisdom, memory, and the cycles of life. Their stories often highlight the importance of collaboration, where support and strength are not solely derived from brute force, but rather from an interplay of diverse attributes. These myths reflect the expectations placed upon both genders, revealing how the burdens of existence are shared and negotiated. Atlas's burden offers a lens through which the implications of isolation and duty can be examined, while his sisters often emerge as vital forces that shape and sustain the world around them. The duality of their roles fosters an understanding of balance, emphasizing that both strength and compassion are necessary for survival in a world fraught with challenges. The connection between Atlas and Heracles reveals a profound narrative of duty and consequence. While Atlas bears the weight of the heavens, Heracles embarks on his own arduous journey through the 12 labors, a series of tasks that test his strength and resolve. These labors, imposed upon him as punishment, intertwine with Atlas's fate in unexpected ways. The first labor, the slaying of the Nemean lion, is a testament to raw power, yet it foreshadows the encounters with further trials that frame Heracles' path. As the myth unfolds, the Burita involving the capture of the golden hind of Artemis highlights the balance of strength with cunning and respect for the divine. Each task culminates in a deepening understanding of the world's intertwined fates. Upon reaching the western edge of the world, Heracles' encounter with Atlas becomes pivotal. Seeking assistance, he asks Atlas to retrieve the golden apples from the garden of the Hesperides, an act that underscores his reliance on the Titan's enduring strength. This moment reflects the intricate relationship between burden and support, where one's weight can become another's relief. The cyclical nature of their burdens gives rise to reflections on the interdependence that shapes their destinies, as their paths converge amidst trials, illustrating the essence of shared responsibility. Atlas embodies a pivotal figure within the myth of Prometheus, representing the weight of defiance against divine authority. This Titan, condemned to bear the heavens upon his shoulders, is intrinsically linked to the fate of Prometheus, who dared to bestow fire upon humanity. The act of rebellion not only ignited the ire of Zeus but also wove a complex interplay of sacrifice and punishment that echoes through ancient narratives. In this region of myth, the consequences of Prometheus's actions resonate deeply. Atlas, burdened by his eternal task, becomes a symbol of the relentless struggle against overwhelming odds. His posture, often depicted as stoic yet strained, serves as a reminder of the cost of rebellion. The heavens above, heavy and unyielding, reflect the weight of the Titan's sacrifice. Both figures, intertwined in their respective fates, underscore the theme of suffering for the sake of others. Prometheus' gift of fire ignites civilization's progress, while Atlas's burden symbolizes the sacrifices required to sustain it. The tension between creation and constraint is palpable, as these stories illuminate the duality of existence. The ancient narrative suggests a profound connection between freedom and its inherent responsibilities, revealing that the burdens we carry often shape the very essence of our humanity. The psychological burden borne by Atlas resonates deeply within modern interpretations, illuminating the struggles faced by individuals in contemporary society. This figure, condemned to support the heavens, serves as a metaphor for the weight of expectations and responsibilities many encounter today. It encapsulates the pressure to succeed, to care for others, and to fulfill societal roles, which can often lead to feelings of isolation and despair. In this context, Atlas represents not just a mythological titan, but also the everyman, grappling with the invisible load of duty and obligation. This burden can manifest in various forms: mental fatigue, anxiety, and the struggle for balance between personal aspirations and the demands placed upon one. Individuals often find themselves caught in a relentless cycle of striving and self-sacrifice, echoing the eternal punishment of that ancient figure. The modern psyche increasingly reflects this ongoing conflict between personal desires and external pressures. The consequences may be profound, affecting emotional well-being and relationships. This region of thought reveals a collective yearning for liberation from such burdens, seeking respite from the weight of expectation. These reflections on Atlas encourage a deeper conversation about how society views responsibility and the necessity of self-care, fostering a more nuanced understanding of what it means to carry one's own weight. Atlas embodies a profound archetype within Jungian psychology, representing the weight of responsibility and the struggle to maintain balance in life. This symbol resonates deeply within the collective unconscious, illustrating the tension between duty and personal well-being. It reveals a universal theme. Individuals often grapple with the pressures imposed by external expectations while striving to uphold their own inner integrity. The Titan's burden reflects an inner conflict, where the act of supporting the heavens becomes a metaphor for the psychological demands placed upon the self. In this context, Atlas signifies the potential for both resilience and despair. Carrying an immense load can lead to feelings of isolation, yet it also fosters strength and fortitude. The archetype serves as a reminder of the importance of recognizing one's limits and the necessity of relinquishing excessive burden. In therapeutic practices, the recognition of this archetype can facilitate profound insights. It encourages individuals to confront their own Atlas-like duties and consider the impact of these responsibilities on their mental and emotional health. Embracing the duality of this symbol allows for a compassionate understanding of the human experience. By acknowledging the pressures that weigh heavily upon them, individuals can begin to forge a path toward balance. The concept of time in ancient Greece was perceived as cyclical, contrasting sharply with the linear progression often observed in contemporary thought. Atlas, burdened with the weight of the heavens, embodies this notion. His eternal punishment serves as a reminder of the unyielding nature of time, reflecting the persistent cycles of existence and the inevitability of fate. This figure, eternally stationed at the edge of the world, represents not merely a physical burden, but also a metaphysical one, where the passage of time renders all efforts transient. In this region, the ancients regarded time as a series of moments, each interconnected yet fleeting. The Greeks distinguished between chronos, the quantitative measure of time, and kairos, the qualitative experience of significant moments. Atlas, holding the celestial spheres, stands at the intersection of these two dimensions. His eternal task signifies the weight of every moment, a reminder of the fleeting nature of human endeavors against the backdrop of the cosmos. These ruins, scattered across the landscape, echo with the whispers of ancient philosophies that contemplated existence and the relentless march of time. Understanding Atlas's plight offers insight into the human condition, a reflection on the burdens endured and the wisdom gained through enduring them. The legacy of such contemplations continues to resonate, inviting quiet introspection on the passage of time and the responsibilities that accompany it. Atlas persists in modern popular culture, manifesting in various films and media that reflect contemporary interpretations of his burdens. This figure often appears as a symbol of endurance and the weight of responsibilities, resonating with audiences seeking meaning in their own struggles. In cinematic portrayals, he is frequently depicted in grandiose visuals, emphasizing the monumental scale of his task. These representations serve to both humanize and mythologize, illuminating the tension between personal sacrifice and the broader implications of duty. Graphic novels and animated series frequently draw from his narrative, exploring themes of strength and resilience through sophisticated storytelling. The character's association with strength is often juxtaposed against vulnerability, inviting deeper contemplation on the nature of heroism. Such adaptations illustrate how ancient myths intertwine with modern ideals, reflecting societal values and challenges. Video games further explore the myth of Atlas, integrating his story into interactive experiences. Players encounter challenges that mirror his trials, reinforcing the idea of perseverance in the face of overwhelming odds. This engagement encourages reflection on personal agency and collective responsibility, echoing the original myth's themes. In these various portrayals, Atlas transcends his ancient origins, becoming a versatile symbol of the enduring human condition, bridging history and contemporary life through shared narratives. The relevance of Atlas extends beyond mythology into contemporary discourse, resonating within various cultures across the globe. This symbol encapsulates the weight of responsibility experienced by individuals, communities, and nations. In many societies, references to Atlas emerge in discussions surrounding environmental stewardship, social justice, and economic equity. The notion of bearing burdens is particularly pertinent in times of crisis, where the actions of one can significantly impact the collective. Artistic representations in literature and visual arts frequently draw upon this figure, using it to explore themes of resilience and endurance. In urban landscapes, murals and sculptures depict Atlas in a modern context, often reflecting societal challenges. These works invite contemplation on how the mythological figure continues to inspire movements for change, symbolizing the strength required to confront contemporary issues. Educational institutions also embrace the notion of Atlas, incorporating it into curricula that emphasize global citizenship. This approach fosters an understanding of interconnectedness, encouraging students to recognize their role in a larger narrative. The enduring appeal of Atlas stems from its capacity to unify disparate experiences under a common theme. Across continents and cultures, the figure remains a powerful reminder of the burdens carried by individuals in pursuit of a shared future, echoing the ancient myth's wisdom while adapting to modern realities. The concept of Atlas transcends mere mythology, intertwining with the Enlightenment's pursuit of knowledge and reason. This period marked a profound shift in human thought, characterized by the elevation of intellectual endeavors. Knowledge became the new burden, as thinkers sought to illuminate the shadows of superstition and ignorance. In this context, Atlas embodies the weight of responsibility that accompanies enlightenment. Philosophers and scientists stood as modern-day titans, striving to uphold the vast expanse of human understanding. Each discovery, much like the celestial sphere Atlas bore, became a testament to the struggle against the darkness of the unknown. The quest for knowledge often demanded great sacrifices, mirroring the mythological giant's eternal struggle. In this era, the metaphor of Atlas also found resonance in the burgeoning ideals of democracy and individual rights. The weight of societal progress rested heavily on the shoulders of those willing to challenge established norms. They navigated uncharted territories of thought and governance, carrying the collective hopes of a society eager to evolve. The burden of knowledge, while enlightening, also served as a reminder of the inherent struggles faced by those who dare to challenge the status quo. The legacy of Atlas lives on in every pursuit of truth, a silent witness to the sacrifices made in the name of enlightenment and progress. This enduring legacy invites contemplation of its implications for the environment. Atlas, once condemned to bear the weight of the heavens, serves as a poignant metaphor for the burden placed upon the earth. In modern discussions around environmentalism, it represents both the weight of responsibility and the consequences of neglect. The struggle against climate change echoes the mythological plight, highlighting humanity's role as stewards of the environment. These vast landscapes, once vibrant and teeming with life, now face unprecedented challenges. Deforestation, pollution, and climate instability weave a narrative of degradation. The weight of industry and consumption parallels the burden that Atlas bore, pressing down upon fragile ecosystems. Species extinction rates rise, and ancient forests dwindle, much like the fading influence of forgotten civilizations that once thrived in harmony with nature. In this context, Atlas embodies the duality of human endeavor, the pursuit of progress and the cost it exacts from the earth. This reflection urges a reassessment of priorities, prompting a call to action among those who seek sustainable solutions. It becomes increasingly clear that the choices made today will echo through time, shaping the legacy of future generations. The burden remains, demanding collective mindfulness and respect for the delicate balance of life on this planet. Philosophical reflections on responsibility emerge from the weight that the Titans bear, offering insights into human existence. This notion resonates deeply within the corridors of ancient thought, echoing the struggles faced by those who carry the weight of their actions. The burden of responsibility extends beyond mere physical toil. It encapsulates the moral dilemmas that challenge the essence of humanity. In this region, the stories of Atlas serve as a reminder of the profound implications of stewardship. The act of bearing a burden is intertwined with the understanding of consequences, each choice rippling through the fabric of time, shaping destinies and influencing future generations. They reveal a connection to the earth, urging an awareness that transcends individual desires, emphasizing collective welfare. The ruins scattered across this landscape stand as silent witnesses to the civilizations grappling with their responsibilities. Each stone tells a story of triumphs and failures, reflecting the cyclical nature of human endeavor. It is a landscape that bears witness to the attempts to harmonize ambition with the obligation to safeguard the environment. In examining these ancient narratives, a stark realization emerges. The true weight of existence lies not solely in achievements, but in the conscientious choices that foster a sustainable legacy. This perspective invites a deeper understanding of the interconnectedness of all beings, urging a commitment to nurture rather than exploit. Atlas embodies the weight of responsibility, a theme that resonates through the ages. In ancient mythology, he is depicted as bearing the heavens, a symbol of eternal endurance amid overwhelming burdens. This figure serves as a poignant backdrop for modern interpretations of heroism. The contemporary hero often grapples with a different kind of weight: societal expectations, personal struggles, and the quest for identity in a complex world. In many ways, the modern hero mirrors Atlas. Both navigate their paths under immense pressure, yet the nature of their burdens diverges. While Atlas's fate is one of eternal punishment, today's figures strive to reshape their destinies, often seeking redemption or transformation. This shift reflects a growing emphasis on agency and resilience, where heroes confront challenges not merely as an obligation, but as a journey towards self-discovery. The narratives surrounding these heroes highlight the necessity of community support, contrasting with the solitary existence of Atlas. Engagement with others fosters strength, suggesting that heroism is less about individual endurance and more about collective empowerment. The hero's journey in modern contexts reveals that the weight of responsibility need not be borne alone. Rather, it is shared among a network of relationships. This evolving understanding of heroism provides a nuanced lens through which to explore the legacies of figures like Atlas, illuminating the complexities of responsibility across time and culture. Atlas embodies a profound metaphor within post-colonial literature, representing the burdens imposed by historical narratives on individuals and societies. The allegorical weight he carries resonates with those who grapple with the repercussions of colonialism. This burden often manifests as a collective memory, a historical consciousness that shapes identities and influences contemporary struggles. Writings from this perspective often explore how the past continues to inform the present. The legacy of colonial powers permeates through various layers of society, impacting cultural expressions and social dynamics. The notion of Atlas, with his eternal struggle, serves to highlight the resistance against oppressive histories. It reflects the ongoing endeavor to reclaim narratives that have been marginalized or erased. In these literary contexts, the figure of Atlas may symbolize not only individual resilience, but also collective agency. As communities confront their histories, the weight of past injustices becomes a catalyst for dialogue and transformation. The act of bearing this burden can lead to a reimagining of identity, fostering solidarity among those who share similar experiences. Scholars often examine this interplay between Atlas and post-colonial discourse, revealing how the mythic figure transcends its origins. It becomes a lens through which to understand the intricate relationships between power, history, and the quest for liberation. The influence of Atlas on cartography is profound, extending far beyond the mythological constraints of his burden. Depictions of this figure as the bearer of the heavens have inspired countless representations of the world. Intertwining geography with myth, ancient civilizations sought to understand their surroundings, leading to the creation of maps that reflected both physical landscapes and cultural perceptions. These early maps served not only as navigational tools, but also as reflections of the societies that crafted them. They often included mythological elements, merging the known with the unknown, and revealing the interconnectedness of nature and human experience. The Greeks, for instance, utilized Atlas as a symbol of knowledge and exploration, illustrating their known world while hinting at unexplored territories. In this region, cartographic advancements marked significant milestones in human thought. The works of renowned figures, such as Eratosthenes, who calculated the Earth's circumference, illustrated a growing understanding of spatial relationships. These early maps, adorned with artistic flair and meticulous detail, were more than mere representations. They encapsulated aspirations, fears, and a thirst for discovery. The legacy of Atlas continues to resonate in modern cartography, where his image persists as a reminder of humanity's enduring quest to chart the vastness of existence. Each map, while instructive, invites contemplation of deeper truths about the world's complexity and our place within it. The Titan embodies the struggle of existence, a poignant symbol within pre-Socratic philosophy. This ancient lineage sought to explore the fundamental nature of reality through various lenses. It is in these deliberations that the Titan's burden surfaces, representing the weight of knowledge and responsibility. The notion of Atlas, eternally supporting the heavens, resonates with early thinkers grappling with the cosmos and human consciousness. In this intellectual landscape, the Titans served as archetypes, illustrating the duality of creation and destruction. Philosophers pondered the implications of existence, contemplating the balance between chaos and order. The Titan's plight reflects the human experience, a reminder of the weight that knowledge can impose. The struggle for understanding, echoed in the teachings of figures such as Heraclitus and Anaximander, reveals an inherent tension in the quest for wisdom. The philosophical inquiries of this era laid the groundwork for later explorations into metaphysics and ethics. The Titans, as representations of primordial forces, became central to discussions about the universe's origins. Their narratives intertwined with the exploration of being, allowing for a rich examination of existence's complexities. This connection to the Titans illustrates the timeless human endeavor to comprehend one's place in the vast expanse of reality. Such reflections continue to influence contemporary thought, reverberating through the ages. Atlas embodies the complex interplay between destiny and divine will in Greek thought. This figure, condemned to bear the weight of the heavens, serves as a poignant metaphor for the burdens of existence. His story, intricately woven into the fabric of mythology, illustrates the inevitable struggles faced by mortals and immortals alike. In this context, fate is not merely an abstract concept, but a tangible force that shapes lives and destinies. The ancient Greeks viewed fate as a powerful, almost inescapable entity. It was believed to govern the lives of both gods and humans, dictating outcomes beyond individual control. Atlas, caught in this web, represents the unyielding nature of fate. His punishment, imposed by the gods, evokes a sense of inevitable consequence, reflecting the belief that one's actions and decisions. In this region of philosophical inquiry, the burden of Atlas resonates with the notion that existence is often marked by struggle and sacrifice. The weight he carries symbolizes the collective human experience, where the pursuit of understanding and acceptance of one's fate becomes a central theme. This enduring narrative of Atlas invites contemplation on the nature of responsibility, the quest for meaning, and the acceptance of the burdens life imposes. Such themes continue to echo within human consciousness, drawing connections across time and culture. Atlas occupies a significant place within ancient Greek religion and ritual, embodying the weight of celestial responsibility. This figure is often depicted as holding up the heavens, a symbol of endurance and strength. In various myths, the burden he bears extends beyond mere physicality, representing the challenges faced by mortals in their quest for knowledge and understanding. In worship, Atlas was not a primary deity, but featured in certain local cults and practices. His presence was invoked during rites aimed at seeking support in the face of overwhelming challenges. Temples and altars dedicated to him occasionally emerged, often situated in regions that valued resilience and fortitude. These sites served as focal points for those facing adversity, offering a space for reflection and supplication. The stories surrounding Atlas also found their way into artistic expressions. Pottery and sculptures from this era illustrate his stoic demeanor, often accompanied by celestial symbols, Such representations reveal a cultural reverence for the burden he carries, mirroring the struggles of humanity in the pursuit of higher aspirations. The philosophical implications of Atlas further weave into the fabric of ancient thought. His embodiment of struggle prompted reflections on the nature of duty and consequence, resonating with the human experience. This interplay of myth and reality highlights the enduring influence of Atlas within the broader narrative of ancient Greek civilization. Atlas embodies a profound connection to the early sciences that emerged in ancient Greek thought. Positioned as the bearer of the heavens, this figure played a symbolic role in the exploration of celestial mechanics. Scholars of the time speculated on the nature of the cosmos, seeking to understand the movements of stars and planets. This quest for knowledge reflected a desire to comprehend the universe's vastness, with Atlas serving as a metaphorical bridge between the earth and the sky. In this context, natural philosophy flourished alongside mythology. Philosophers such as Anaximander and Pythagoras questioned the elemental composition of the world, investigating the balance between the terrestrial and celestial realms. Atlas was often invoked in discussions of gravity and the forces that govern celestial bodies. His burden of holding the heavens aloft resonated with early scientific inquiries into the principles of motion and stability. Geography and cartography also benefited from this mythological foundation. The image of Atlas was frequently used to represent maps of the known world, emphasizing the interconnectedness of human experience and the natural environment. This relationship between mythological figures and the development of scientific thought illustrates the intricate layers of understanding that characterized ancient Greek civilization, where the philosophical quest for knowledge intertwined seamlessly with enduring legends. Inspired by the figure of Atlas, Amongst Greek architecture embraced a distinct grandeur exemplified through its columns and statues. These towering structures served not only as support for monumental buildings, but also as symbols of resilience and strength. The Doric, Ionic, and Corinthian columns, each with their unique characteristics, reflected the cultural values and artistic achievements of the civilization. In this region, the weight of the stone was reminiscent of Atlas himself, who bore the heavens upon his shoulders. Statues of Atlas, often depicted in a moment of labor, adorned public spaces and temples, reinforcing his significance within the pantheon of Greek deities. These representations were meticulously crafted, utilizing marble and bronze to capture the intricate details of muscular forms and the weariness of eternal burden. Such artistry conveyed a profound respect for the mythological narrative and its deeper philosophical implications. The locations of these architectural marvels frequently aligned with geographical features, emphasizing harmony between human creations and the natural world. Ruins now scattered across the landscape bear witness to the ingenuity of ancient builders, who sought to immortalize their ideals in stone. The remains of once mighty structures evoke a sense of contemplation, inviting reflection on the enduring legacy of those who dared to reach beyond the confines of their mortal existence. The intricate relationships among deities often reveal the complexities of power and responsibility within these hierarchies. Atlas stands as a figure burdened with the weight of the heavens, entrusted with the monumental task of holding up the celestial sphere. This titan symbolizes not only strength, but also the profound isolation that accompanies such a role. The weight he bears transcends physicality, representing the obligations that bind all who seek greatness. In this ancient lore, Atlas becomes a poignant reminder of the fine line between glory and despair. The vast landscapes surrounding these ruins once flourished under the watchful gaze of gods, yet the very mountains and valleys now lie silent, echoing the trials of divine beings. His eternal punishment, a consequence of rebellion against the Olympian order, highlights the fragility of status among immortals. The interplay of divine will and fate unfolds within these narratives. Within the ethereal realms, the Titans and Olympians navigated their destinies, each decision reverberating through time and space. The remnants of their stories linger in the air, imbued with a sense of melancholy and inevitability. Such tales, though ancient, continue to resonate, offering insights into the nature of power, sacrifice, and the silent burdens that define existence. The celestial representations attributed to Atlas reveal a profound connection between humankind and the cosmos. This figure, often depicted as bearing the weight of the heavens, has become synonymous with the study of the stars and the intricate movements of celestial bodies. Cartography and astronomy flourished in the cultures that revered him, as the night sky provided a vast canvas for exploration and understanding. These societies developed astrolabes and star charts, tools that enabled ancient astronomers to map the heavens with remarkable precision. Each constellation etched in the sky served not only as a guide for navigation, but also as a means to connect earthly events to cosmic phenomena. The positions of the stars influenced agricultural cycles and informed the timing of rituals, underscoring the interconnectedness of human life and the universe. In the shadows of monumental structures, scholars gathered to observe the heavens, their eyes turned upward in reverence. The stories of the constellations became woven into the cultural fabric, symbolizing aspirations, fears, and the quest for knowledge. This delicate balance between terrestrial existence and celestial observation reflects a deeper understanding of one's place in the universe, a theme echoed throughout ancient civilization. Atlas, in his silent burden, embodies the quest for enlightenment, guiding future generations toward the stars while carrying the weight of their aspirations. The enduring figure of Atlas resonates deeply within Stoic philosophy, where the ideals of endurance and virtue are paramount. This perspective underscores the belief that accepting one's fate, regardless of its weight, is a testament to inner strength. The silent struggle of Atlas serves as a metaphor for human resilience amidst adversity, a reminder of the virtue found in perseverance. In this context, the burden he carries is not merely a physical load, but also a reflection of the moral and ethical challenges faced by individuals throughout history. They are tasked with confronting their circumstances with dignity and fortitude, embodying the Stoic principle that true greatness lies in the ability to endure hardship without complaint. Such adherence to virtue transcends time, influencing countless civilizations that sought to instill these values within their societies. The myths surrounding Atlas have been interpreted as an invitation to embrace responsibility while navigating the complexities of existence. Through tales of his unwavering resolve, communities found guidance, encouraging the pursuit of wisdom and self-discipline. This ancient narrative invites an exploration of the human condition, revealing how the essence of endurance can shape identities and foster collective growth. In the echoes of these stories, a profound understanding emerges, bridging the past with the present and illuminating paths through the cosmos. Atlas embodies the archetype of male burdens in mythology, a figure tasked with the weight of the heavens, his shoulders stooped beneath an immense celestial sphere. This representation often reflects societal expectations of masculinity, encompassing strength, endurance, and an unwavering sense of responsibility. In various cultures, similar motifs appear, where male figures carry the weight of the world, symbolizing the pressures imposed by their societies. These narratives frequently illustrate the isolation accompanying such burdens. Atlas stands apart from the vibrant life surrounding him, a solitary sentinel against the vastness of the sky. This disconnection resonates with the experiences of many male figures in myth, echoing a theme of sacrifice and endurance. The silent struggle against overwhelming odds is a recurrent motif, portraying the often unacknowledged emotional toll of these expectations. In this region of myth, the concept of masculinity is intertwined with notions of power and vulnerability. While strength is celebrated, the underlying themes often reveal a juxtaposition of emotional fragility and stoic resolve. This complexity invites contemplation of how these ancient stories continue to shape contemporary perceptions of male identity. The burden of Atlas serves as a lens through which to examine the evolving roles of men in society, reflecting a spectrum of experiences that transcend the confines of myth. Through this exploration, deeper insights into the interplay between identity and expectation emerge. Illuminating the human condition, contemporary art often reflects the complexities of existence, drawing inspiration from figures like Atlas, who embodies the weight of responsibility and the struggle against insurmountable odds. This theme resonates within various artistic expressions, where the burden of carrying the world transforms into a metaphor for personal and societal pressures. Artists frequently depict Atlas as a symbol of endurance, confronting the viewer with the weight of their own expectations and the fragility of human resilience. In this examination, media choices vary, ranging from traditional painting to contemporary installations. Sculptures may depict the figure of Atlas in a state of perpetual strain, illustrating a profound connection to today's anxieties surrounding identity and purpose. These representations provoke contemplation on how individuals navigate their roles within a larger societal framework. Exhibitions often highlight the duality of strength and vulnerability inherent in the Atlas narrative. The works invite an exploration of how contemporary society projects its burdens onto individuals, prompting reflection on shared experiences of struggle. The dialogue between artist and observer unfolds, revealing layers of meaning that challenge preconceived notions of success and failure. Through this lens, the figure of Atlas transcends myth, becoming a vessel for understanding the complexities of the human experience in a rapidly changing world, where the weight of existence continues to shape lives. The punishment of Atlas, a symbol of enduring resilience, invites a deeper psychological interpretation. Bearing the heavens upon his shoulders, he embodies the struggle against overwhelming burdens, reflecting the human condition in the face of insurmountable challenges. This image evokes a profound sense of isolation, illustrating how individuals often grapple with internal and external pressures in a relentless pursuit of meaning. The weight Atlas carries serves as a metaphor for the emotional and psychological loads that many endure. It suggests a collective experience of accountability, where the responsibilities of life can feel intolerable. Such burdens lead to a pervasive sense of fatigue, yet they also forge character and resilience. The archetype of Atlas resonates with those who find themselves in similar positions, grappling with their own expectations and the demands imposed by society. In this context, the punishment reflects a dichotomy between strength and vulnerability. The struggle to maintain balance under immense pressure draws attention to the fragility of human existence. This aspect of Atlas's narrative highlights the significance of seeking support and understanding as individuals navigate their own trials. The myth becomes a lens through which to examine the complexities of life, illustrating how burdens can both define and transform the human spirit in profound ways. The legacy of Atlas reverberated through the corridors of Enlightenment thought, shaping the intellectual landscape of the time. This figure, emblematic of endurance under the weight of celestial responsibility, inspired a range of philosophers and writers. This period marked a shift towards reason, individualism, and the pursuit of knowledge, reflecting an emerging belief in human capability. The image of Atlas held a duality that resonated with thinkers such as Voltaire and Rousseau. They perceived in this ancient figure a poignant metaphor for the struggle against oppressive forces, whether societal or metaphysical. The symbolism of bearing burdens resonated deeply amidst the Enlightenment's challenges to tradition, prompting a re-evaluation of individual potential. Burden of, in this context, transformed into a source of strength. It became a catalyst for discussions around liberty, personal responsibility, and the nature of existence. The intellectual discourse often circled around the question of how one could rise above their burdens to achieve enlightenment. Paralleling Atlas's struggle, artistic representations emerged as well, illustrating Atlas with a contemplative demeanor, signifying the weight of knowledge. This imagery conveyed the idea that wisdom, much like the heavens, demands both reverence and resilience. Such reflections underscored the enduring nature of Atlas's influence, weaving through the fabric of Enlightenment thought as a reminder of humanity's potential amidst profound challenges. In the context of ancient warfare, the figure of Atlas served as a potent symbol of strength and resilience. This embodiment of endurance transcended mere physical prowess, representing the capacity to bear the weight of great burdens, both literally and metaphorically. In a time when conflicts were frequent and survival hinged on the ability to withstand external pressures, such a figure resonated deeply within the collective consciousness of ancient societies. Military leaders often invoked the imagery of Atlas to inspire their troops, suggesting that they too could embody his steadfastness. His presence in art and literature reflected a cultural understanding that strength was not solely derived from weaponry, but also from the ability to persevere against adversity. This notion permeated various civilizations, influencing the strategies and philosophies that governed their approaches to warfare. These representations in sculpture and reliefs often depicted him in a moment of immense strain, reinforcing the belief that true strength lay in resilience. Despite the chaos of battle, the image of Atlas encouraged a sense of unity and purpose. The idea that one could shoulder overwhelming challenges became an integral part of military rhetoric, motivating soldiers to confront their fears and fight for their ideals. In this way, the legacy of Atlas continued to shape the ethos of ancient warriors, reminding them of their inherent capacity to endure. The notion of Atlas extends beyond mere endurance, intertwining with the philosophy of existentialism. This region, steeped in ancient thought, presents a figure burdened with the weight of the heavens, symbolizing the human condition. The ceaseless struggle against an indifferent universe resonates deeply with existentialist ideas, where individuals define their own meaning amidst chaos. It embodies the tension between freedom and responsibility. Atlas, condemned to carry an immense weight, reflects the choices individuals must face, often under the pressure of their own limitations. This philosophical lens reveals the silent torment of existence, where one must confront the absurdity of their plight while seeking purpose. The ruins of ancient civilizations offer glimpses into this existential struggle. Artifacts uncovered in these areas showcase a profound awareness of mortality and the quest for significance. Sculptures, inscriptions, and artifacts hint at the understanding that life's burdens are inevitable, and yet, individuals are called to rise above them. These remnants echo the thoughts of philosophers who grappled with the essence of existence. The weight of Atlas, like the weight of life itself, becomes a metaphorical exploration of human resilience. It invites contemplation of the choices made in the face of overwhelming odds, reminding us that, while the burden may be heavy, the journey of existence continues onward, quietly beckoning understanding. The figure of Atlas embodies a complex interplay of ancient Greek ethics. His punishment, imposed by Zeus, reflects the consequences of defiance against divine authority. This act illustrates the prevailing belief in the necessity of adhering to the natural order, where even the mightiest are subject to moral laws. The weight Atlas bears is not merely physical, it symbolizes the ethical responsibilities that accompany great power. In this context, the weight of the heavens has been interpreted as a reflection of duty towards one's community and adherence to virtue. The ancients viewed Atlas as a cautionary tale, serving to highlight the importance of humility and the recognition of one's limitations. Even as he stands eternally burdened, his story reverberates with the notion that all actions carry consequences, both seen and unseen. This region is rich with remnants that echo these themes. Temples and inscriptions provide insights into how society grappled with the concept of justice and the moral expectations placed upon individuals. The legacy of Atlas reminds us of the fragile balance between strength and responsibility. The ancient Greeks sought to instill values that resonate through time, urging reflection on the ethical dimensions of their heroes and the choices they made amidst trial. Through these echoes of the past, the philosophical foundations of Greek thought continue to resonate. The burden of Atlas extends beyond ancient mythology, weaving its way into contemporary political thought. This figure, condemned to hold up the heavens, Avastomitsiou Nasuji, weaving its way into contemporary political thought. This figure, condemned to hold up the heavens, Avastomitsiou Nasuji, symbolizes the weight of responsibility that leaders often bear in modern discourse. References to Atlas evoke a complex understanding of governance and accountability. The imagery of an individual struggling under immense pressure resonates with the challenges faced by those in power, illustrating the tension between individual agency and societal expectation. Avastomitsiou Nasuji. In many discussions, Atlas serves as a metaphor for the state, bearing the collective burdens of its citizens. The implications of this allegory can be seen in various political ideologies, where the concept of duty to the populace is paramount. This relationship between leadership and responsibility raises questions about the limits of authority and the necessity of collaboration. The dynamic between the individual and the collective continues to shape debates as leaders attempt to balance competing interests. The notion of Atlas also invites reflection on the consequences of neglecting these burdens. Historical examples reveal that leaders who fail to address the needs of their constituents may find their empires crumble, echoing the fate of Atlas. This enduring symbol reminds us that every decision carries weight, and the responsibility to bear it is often shared among many, not simply the few who stand at the forefront. Atlas embodies a profound connection to the very structure of the earth itself. His burden reflects not only the weight of the heavens, but also the intricate layers that compose the planet's crust. Beneath the surface, a delicate balance of rock formations, minerals, and tectonic movements defines the realm of geology. These layers, shaped over millennia, tell a story of transformation and resilience, akin to the enduring figure of the Titan. The Earth's crust, where Atlas stands metaphorically, is a mosaic of diverse materials. Sedimentary rocks, formed through the accumulation of particles, provide insights into ancient environments and climates. Volcanic activity, meanwhile, introduces igneous formations that serve as testament to the planet's fiery origins. Metamorphic rocks, altered by pressure and heat, reflect the dynamic processes that continuously reshape the Earth's surface. Avastomitsiou Nasuji, understanding these geological features, sheds light on the forces that govern the planet. Tectonic plates shift and collide, creating mountains and valleys, while earthquakes reveal the tension inherent in the Earth's crust. This constant movement mirrors the struggle of Atlas, who bears the weight of existence itself. The study of geology thus offers a deeper appreciation for the complexities of the natural world. echoing the burdens carried by those who navigate its challenges. Each layer is a reminder of the interconnectedness of life and the planet. The influence of Atlas extends far beyond ancient myth, resonating deeply within contemporary environmental narratives. This figure, forever burdened by the weight of the heavens, serves as a potent symbol in discussions surrounding ecological responsibility. In modern contexts, Atlas embodies the struggle against the overwhelming pressures of climate change and environmental degradations, reflecting humanity's collective burden. Avastamaitsu emphasize the urgent need for stewardship of the earth. The notion of carrying the weight of the world evokes a sense of shared responsibility, compelling individuals and societies to reconsider their impact on the environment. The metaphor transcends literature and enters the realm of policy, inspiring movements aimed at sustainable practices and conservation efforts. In educational settings, the story of Atlas acts as a framework for understanding the delicate balance of ecosystems. It encourages a narrative where humanity is not seen as separate from nature, but rather as an integral part of it. This perspective fosters a sense of accountability, urging societies to engage in practices that promote harmony with the planet. As the echoes of ancient tales intertwine with contemporary thought, the figure of Atlas remains a silent yet potent reminder of the ongoing struggle to balance progress with preservation. Such reflections shape the discourse around environmental ethics, guiding future generations toward a sustainable coexistence. Feminist interpretations highlight the complexities of his role, suggesting that it reflects broader themes of gendered expectations and the subjugation of both men and women. This figure is often cast as the ultimate symbol of endurance, yet such strength is frequently tied to an oppressive narrative that limits potential. Examining the myth through this lens unveils a duality. Atlas, while embodying traditional masculinity, also serves as a reminder of the burdens placed on women within these stories. The weight he bears can be seen as a metaphor for the emotional and societal expectations imposed on both genders. It raises questions about the nature of strength and vulnerability, often redefined in the context of shared humanity, rather than rigid archetypes. This region of analysis fosters an understanding of mythology as a reflection of societal norms, revealing how these tales reinforce or challenge contemporary values. The dialogue around Atlas's plight resonates with feminist critiques of power dynamics, inviting reinterpretations that center on collaboration and mutual support, rather than isolation and struggle. Such insights encourage a re-evaluation of ancient narratives, suggesting paths toward reconciling history with modern ethical considerations. Atlas embodies the intricate relationship between mythology and the development of cartography. Known for bearing the weight of the heavens, this figure has transcended his mythological origins, becoming emblematic of geographical representation. The earliest maps, often rudimentary and symbolic, laid the groundwork for a practice that would evolve over centuries. As civilizations expanded their horizons, so too did their need for accurate representations of the world. In this region, the Greeks began to refine their understanding of geography, driven by exploration and a desire to document the known. The influence of Ptolemy's works in the 2nd century significantly shaped cartographic thought, emphasizing the importance of latitude and longitude. These advancements marked a turning point as they allowed for a more systematic approach to mapping the Earth. With the passage of time, the Renaissance ushered in a period of profound transformation. Explorers charted new territories, and cartographers began to incorporate rich details into their maps. This evolution reflected a growing appreciation for the Earth's complexities. The act of mapping became more than a mere representation. It transformed into a vital tool for navigation, trade, and understanding one's place within the world. The legacy of Atlas, therefore, extends beyond mythology, serving as a reminder of humanity's relentless pursuit to comprehend the vast landscapes that surround them. World mythology frequently intertwines with the narrative of Atlas, illustrating a shared human inclination toward exploring themes of strength and burden. In various cultures, figures similar to Atlas emerge, embodying the tension between endurance and restraint. For instance, in Greek mythology, Atlas is often depicted as a titan condemned to support the heavens, a fate that parallels the burdens borne by figures in other traditions. And in Mesopotamian tales, the hero Gilgamesh grapples with mortality and divine expectations, reflecting a similar struggle against overwhelming forces. The weight of the cosmos appears in different forms, manifesting in the struggles of gods and mortals alike. Across the ancient world, these motifs reveal a universal understanding of resilience in the face of insurmountable challenges. In the Americas, the Inca civilization revered the mountains, attributing almost sentient qualities to the peaks. These mountains, much like Atlas, symbolize the weight of responsibility and the stature of protection. This reverence extends into the narrative of Pachamama, the earth goddess, who embodies the nurturing aspect of the earth and its burdens. Such comparative analysis underscores the shared human experience across civilizations. Myths surrounding Atlas and its counterparts illuminate the ongoing dialogue about strength, sacrifice, and the quest for meaning, shaping cultural identities throughout history. This legacy continues to resonate, echoing in contemporary reflections on responsibility and endurance. Atlas, a figure embodying the weight of the world, emerges as a poignant symbol within the context of globalization. In this interconnected era, the ancient myth serves as a metaphor for the collective burden borne by societies striving to balance progress and tradition. This region, rich in history, witnesses the reverberations of Atlas's plight as nations navigate the complexities of cultural exchange and economic interdependence. The portrayal of Atlas has evolved over centuries, reflecting shifting perspectives on labor and responsibility. It captures the essence of individuals and communities grappling with the forces of change while maintaining their identities. These ruins, remnants of once great civilizations, stand testament to the human condition, a reminder of the persistent struggle against overwhelming challenges. Mpaka Dizalosa, art and literature continue to draw inspiration from this archetype, exploring themes of resilience and the moral implications of power. The figure of Atlas resonates in discussions surrounding climate change and social justice, where the weight of responsibility is increasingly shared across borders. Globalization intensifies this dialogue, amplifying voices that echo the desire for equity and sustainability. In this light, Atlas transcends his original narrative, evolving into a symbol of unity and collective endeavor. His enduring legacy invites reflection on the delicate balance between ambition and accountability in a rapidly changing world. The intersection of Atlas with contemporary climate change narratives reveals a profound allegory for humanity's relationship with the environment. This figure, burdened with the weight of the heavens, symbolizes the immense responsibility borne by societies as they navigate ecological challenges. His plight echoes in the mounting pressures faced by nations today, where ambitious pursuits of progress often clash with the dire consequences of environmental neglect. In this region, rising temperatures and shifting weather patterns mirror the struggles of Atlas. The consequences of industrial expansion and resource exploitation have led to unprecedented changes, paralleling the weighty consequences of his eternal task. These ruins, once bustling with life, now stand as silent witnesses to the impacts of climate change, reminding observers of the fragility of both nature and civilization. The narrative surrounding climate change often highlights the need for accountability as Atlas bears the heavens. Avastomitsu nasagi, anistames and foldati, as Atlas bears the heavens, so too must modern society confront its role in shaping the planet's future. The echoes of his burden reverberate through discussions on sustainability and ethical stewardship. This dialogue emphasizes the importance of collective action and responsibility, urging a re-evaluation of priorities in the face of looming environmental crises. In this context, the myth of Atlas serves not just as a tale of individual endurance, but as a lens through which the pressing challenges of today can be examined with clarity and purpose. The burden of Atlas finds resonance in post-apocalyptic narratives, where the weight of survival often falls upon a few. These stories explore the psychological and physical toll experienced by those who carry the remnants of civilizations on their shoulders. In desolate landscapes, remnants of human achievement lay scattered, illustrating a world once vibrant, now overshadowed by despair and isolation. Characters within these tales grapple with the consequences of prior choices, reflecting the mythological figure's struggle. The act of bearing the world becomes emblematic not only of individual sacrifice, but also of the interconnectedness of fate. Decisions made long ago echo through time, shaping the harsh realities faced by survivors in these narratives. Isolation plays a significant role, amplifying the burden. The absence of community often heightens the sense of responsibility, magnifying feelings of guilt and hopelessness. Characters endeavor to rebuild, striving to forge connections amidst the ruins. This quest for redemption and renewal can be seen as a collective effort to alleviate the weight, mirroring the myth's call for shared responsibility. As characters navigate the bleakness, the spirit of Atlas transforms from solitary endurance to a communal endeavor, emphasizing the necessity of collaboration. In this way, the mythological burden of Atlas is reinterpreted, representing not just survival, but the profound need for unity in the face of adversity. Atlas embodies more than mere physical endurance. He symbolizes the intricate relationship between myth and cultural identity. This figure serves as a powerful reminder of the collective struggles faced by ancient civilizations, reflecting their values, aspirations, and fears. The stories surrounding him illustrate how societies often utilized myth to articulate their understanding of the world and their place within it. These narratives provided frameworks through which communities could interpret natural phenomena, societal challenges, and existential questions. In a time when knowledge was limited, mythological figures like Atlas were essential for imparting lessons on responsibility and the consequences of one's actions. The burden he carries becomes a metaphor for the shared weight of communal expectations and the sacrifices made for the greater good. In various cultures, the perception of Atlas has shifted, revealing the adaptability of myth in the face of changing societal norms. His image has been invoked in art, literature, and philosophy, each iteration adding layers of meaning that resonate with contemporary audiences. As civilizations evolved, the essence of Atlas remained a constant, a testament to the enduring power of myth to shape identity and foster resilience. The legacy of this titan continues to influence current understandings of strength and unity, reminding us of the intricate threads connecting past and present. The psychological resilience attributed to Atlas illustrates profound coping mechanisms rooted in myth. Bearing the weight of the heavens, this figure embodies the struggle against overwhelming burdens, a narrative reflecting human endurance in the face of adversity. The act of holding up the sky becomes a metaphor for the collective challenges faced by societies throughout history. These narratives serve as a source of inspiration, influencing how communities confront their trials. Symbolically, Atlas's struggle is a reflection of the human condition, highlighting the necessity of perseverance. In times of strife, the stories surrounding this titan offer solace, reinforcing the belief that burdens can be managed and overcome. Coping mechanisms derived from Atlas's legacy manifest in various forms, such as communal support and shared rituals. These traditions foster a sense of belonging, allowing individuals to confront their challenges collectively. The myth of Atlas encourages acknowledgement of personal struggles, promoting open dialogue about vulnerability and strength within communities. The weight he bears also suggests an acceptance of responsibility, a concept that resonates deeply within societal structures. This narrative serves as a reminder of the importance of resilience, urging individuals to seek strength in solidarity. The psychological resilience of Atlas thus transcends mythology, providing insight into enduring human capabilities across generations. Heroism in ancient Greece often intertwined with the concept of endurance, epitomized in the figure of Atlas. Charged with the colossal task of holding up the heavens, this titan became a symbol of both strength and sacrifice. In the minds of those who revered him, heroism extended beyond mere physical feats, encompassing the silent struggles of individuals who bore burdens for the sake of others. This region, steeped in tales of gods and mortals, illustrates the complexity of such ideals. The weight Atlas carried represented not just a punishment, but a profound commitment to an eternal duty. It mirrored the societal expectations placed on heroes to endure trials and protect their communities, often at great personal cost. These ruins, once vibrant with the stories of gods and titans, echo the reverence held for those who embody resilience. The notion of heroism was not only about victory, but also about perseverance amid adversity. In the Greek psyche, every hero bore their unique weight, much like Atlas, who remained steadfast against the cosmos. The narratives surrounding such figures highlight the interplay between individual sacrifice and collective welfare, revealing a deep cultural appreciation for those who endure silently, fostering a legacy that transcends time and continues to inspire contemplation of human strength. The figure of Atlas has profoundly influenced mythological studies within academia, serving as a focal point for discussions on resilience and the human condition. Scholars often explore the multidimensional aspects of this character, emphasizing how his burden symbolizes the weight of responsibility borne by individuals throughout history. Such analysis often extends into various domains, including philosophy, literature, and psychology, where the themes of endurance and duty resonate. In literary contexts, Atlas's Condemnation reflects a broader examination of mythology as a narrative vehicle for societal values. These stories, while ancient, still offer insights into modern existential struggles, prompting discourse on how mythological figures can embody real-world dilemmas. This intersection of ancient and contemporary thought fosters a rich tapestry of academic inquiry. The impact of Atlas is also felt in art and visual representation, where his image has been employed to convey notions of strength and vulnerability. This duality invites numerous interpretations, encouraging scholars to consider how these artistic expressions contribute to cultural identity and collective memory. Additionally, the legacy of Atlas invites comparisons to other mythological figures who bear similar burdens, leading to an expanded understanding of global mythologies. Through rigorous study, the myth of Atlas remains a pivotal element in the exploration of how humanity grapples with its own limitations and aspirations, making it a timeless subject of academic pursuit. The visual representation of Atlas has evolved significantly within graphic novels, where the burden of this titan is depicted with striking imagery and nuanced storytelling. Artists capture the profound weight of the celestial sphere, often portrayed as a physical manifestation of human struggle and responsibility. The illustrations reveal Atlas not merely as a figure of myth, but as a symbol of endurance against the relentless pressures of existence. Characters drawn in these narratives often embody the resilience found within the myth, navigating their own personal burdens while reflecting the Titan's eternal plight. The juxtaposition of grand landscapes with intimate moments allows for a deeper connection to the theme of perseverance. Shadows cast by the heavy globe often serve as a metaphor for the overwhelming challenges faced by individuals in the modern world. Color palettes chosen for these graphic novels frequently oscillate between vibrant hues and muted tones, emphasizing the emotional weight of the narrative. Each panel invites contemplation of the sacrifices and choices that define human experience. Dialogue, sparse yet poignant, complements the artwork, reinforcing the silent struggles portrayed through visual storytelling. In this medium, the myth of Atlas continues to resonate, transcending time and culture, offering insights into the shared human condition. The agony and resilience of the Titan remain ever relevant, echoing through the pages of contemporary graphic literature. Cultural depictions of Atlas have transcended ancient narratives, embedding themselves in modern advertising. This figure, often portrayed as a stoic giant burdened by the heavens, symbolizes strength and endurance. Various brands leverage this archetype to convey messages of reliability and steadfastness, aligning their products with the weight of such a profound legacy. Imagery associated with Atlas frequently evokes themes of support and responsibility. In marketing campaigns, companies utilize visual representations that mirror the Titan's struggle, creating a connection between the viewer's experience and the attributes of the product. The image of Atlas straining under the sky resonates with consumers seeking assurance in their choices, suggesting that the brand can shoulder their burdens. This region of cultural marketing often draws on the aesthetic of classical art, incorporating elements that remind audiences of the Titan's grandeur. Sculptures and paintings serve as inspiration, imbuing advertisements with a sense of timelessness. The juxtaposition of ancient mythology with contemporary consumerism creates a bridge across time, allowing the Titan to remain relevant. Such representations also invite reflection on the nature of weight and expectation in modern life. The enduring figure of Atlas serves not only as a branding tool, but also as a reminder of the human condition, resonating with individuals navigating their own challenges. These layers of meaning contribute to the Titan's significance in a world shaped by both history and aspiration. The role of this Titan extends beyond ancient mythology, influencing contemporary interpretations of burden. Atlas represents the weight of responsibility, embodying the struggles faced by individuals and societies. In modern discourse, it symbolizes the enduring challenge of balancing ambition and obligation, often leading to discussions surrounding mental health and societal pressures. In various cultures, his portrayal emphasizes the inevitability of carrying burdens, suggesting that this weight can shape character and resilience. The image of Atlas, holding up the heavens, serves as a metaphor for the unseen challenges many endure daily. This notion resonates in the narratives of countless individuals striving to achieve their goals amidst adversity. Art and literature frequently revisit Atlas, interpreting his burden in diverse ways. Artists depict him as both a tragic figure and a source of strength, illustrating the duality of human experience. These representations provoke reflection on personal and collective responsibilities, encouraging a deeper understanding of what it means to bear weight in today's fast-paced world. The concept of burden, as personified by Atlas, continues to evolve. Discussions around sustainability, work-life balance, and social justice often draw upon this figure, prompting individuals and communities to reconsider their roles in an interconnected society. Through this lens, the Titan's legacy remains relevant, shaping dialogues about the human condition. Atlas stands as a poignant symbol of duty, embodying the weight of social responsibilities that extend beyond mere individual existence. This Titan, condemned to bear the heavens, invites contemplation of the burdens individuals and communities carry throughout history. In various interpretations, it reflects the intricate relationship between personal ambition and the collective good. In many ancient civilizations, duty was intertwined with identity. In these societies, individuals often found purpose through their obligations to family, tribe, and the greater community. Atlas, with his immense load, serves as a reminder of the sacrifices made by countless figures, both mythic and mundane, who have upheld societal structures. This philosophy of duty is present in the very fabric of governance and social order, where the concept of responsibility is central to leadership and citizenship. Within this framework, the struggle to balance personal desires with communal needs becomes a pervasive theme. The Titan's plight resonates with those who find themselves navigating the complexities of moral and ethical choices. In every corner of ancient societies, the weight of these responsibilities manifests as a shared experience, binding individuals together in a collective narrative. This enduring legacy of Atlas transcends time, encouraging a profound examination of how duty shapes identities and influences the course of civilizations across the ages. The evolution of Atlas's image through history reflects shifting cultural attitudes and philosophical inquiries. In ancient Greek art, he was often depicted as a muscular figure, burdened by the celestial sphere, symbolizing endurance and strength. These portrayals emphasized not only his physical capabilities, but also the weight of responsibility he bore, as the heavens rested upon his shoulders. During the Renaissance, a revival of interest in classical antiquity prompted artists to reinterpret Atlas. The focus shifted from mere muscle to intellectual pursuits, portraying him as a learned figure, embodying wisdom and knowledge. This transformation highlighted the Enlightenment's appreciation for reason and the pursuit of truth, suggesting that the burden of knowledge could be as heavy as that of the heavens. In the modern era, Atlas has taken on various representations, from the embodiment of global exploration to a symbol of environmental concern. Artists and thinkers alike have appropriated his image to comment on contemporary issues, illustrating how the burdens of past civilizations resonate in present-day dialogues. The essence of Atlas remains a reminder of the interplay between responsibility and identity. Each interpretation serves as a reflection of societal values, echoing the complexities of duty in shaping human experience throughout history. The figure of Atlas thus continues to inspire contemplation of our own burdens and responsibilities. In the age of technology, the figure of Atlas embodies a distinct yet familiar weight. This modern landscape, characterized by rapid advancements and an incessant flow of information, presents its own set of challenges. The figurative burden of Atlas transforms from the physical act of holding up the heavens to navigating an overwhelming digital expanse. Responsibilities now extend beyond personal realms, encompassing global concerns such as climate change, social justice, and economic disparity. These modern titans, often unseen, shape the very fabric of daily life. Individuals and communities are tasked with managing their digital footprints while grappling with the ethical implications of technology. The rise of artificial intelligence and automation introduces a new layer to the burdens carried, as humanity wrestles with questions of employment, privacy, and moral accountability. The weight of these issues can be as heavy as any celestial sphere. In this intricate web, the legacy of Atlas resonates through the collective consciousness. The struggle to maintain balance amidst competing interests reflects a timeless theme. Each technological leap can be seen as both a burden and a blessing, offering new tools for progress while demanding careful stewardship. The enduring image of Atlas serves as a reminder of the responsibility inherent in wielding such power, urging contemplation of the path forward in this evolving landscape. Atlas embodies a profound legacy, interpreted through various lenses in historical contexts. This figure not only represents physical strength, but also symbolizes the weight of obligations borne by those who possess great authority. Ancient texts frequently depict Atlas as a primordial entity, one whose punishment underscores the consequences of defiance against divine order. Such narratives highlight the tension between ambition and consequence, inviting reflection on the choices made by influential figures throughout time. In classical literature, the portrayal of Atlas often oscillates between admiration and caution. The imagery of him holding the heavens not only serves as a metaphor for endurance, but also suggests a burden that transcends mere physicality. This dichotomy resonates within the realms of governance and leadership, where the act of bearing responsibility can lead to both reverence and isolation. Artistic interpretations across centuries further enrich this legacy. Sculptors and painters have captured the essence of Atlas, illustrating moments of struggle against immense weight, embodying the universal conflict between aspiration and limitation. Each portrayal contributes to the ongoing conversation about the nature of legacy itself, emphasizing that greatness often comes with inherent sacrifice. In various cultures, the tale of Atlas continues to inspire discourse on ethics, duty, and the moral implications of power, shaping a nuanced understanding of what it means to leave a mark on history. This enduring narrative reflects the complexities of human existence, illustrating the weight of responsibilities borne by individuals and their consequences on collective memory. The figure of Atlas transcends mere mythology, embodying the profound tension between personal ambition and societal obligations. His plight resonates deeply within the context of contemporary challenges, where the balance of power and responsibility remains ever relevant. In modern discussions, the concept of bearing burdens is frequently invoked in relation to leadership, environmental stewardship, and social justice. This archetype serves as a reminder of the interconnectedness of actions and their repercussions, emphasizing that every choice contributes to a greater narrative. The moral weight carried by Atlas invites reflection on how responsibilities shape one's identity and legacy. The imagery of a solitary figure supporting the heavens invokes a sense of both isolation and resilience. These elements serve as a powerful metaphor for the struggles faced by individuals in a world that often demands more than they can bear. Acknowledging this burden fosters a deeper understanding of the human condition, allowing for empathy towards others who navigate their own challenges. These themes continue to inspire art, literature, and philosophical discourse, ensuring that the legacy of Atlas endures. His story remains a poignant exploration of the inherent responsibilities entwined with existence, echoing through the ages as societies grapple with the weight of their own burdens.